Welcome back to the Cupid Show! Is that question, wasn't it?
You're tired this morning, aren't you?
No, let's tennis for family fortunes.
That's just like, I was like that voice. I first slept in this morning, first time I've slept in so long. On the couch.
We're on there.
We're on.
You slept on the couch?
No, I woke up 7 o'clock, did my emails this morning.
You pissed your couch last night?
No, I was up in my bed, but I was doing emails.
What emails?
2 emails for companies. And then I dozed off on the couch, can you believe it? It's what I've made it, you've seen the performance.
So wait, who were you emailing at what time?
Some parents in it. See no page of money.
I think that's about it. You're emailing parents what time? 12 o'clock at night?
No, this morning, 7 o'clock this morning. Then I dozed off sitting on the couch, just nodded right off.
Imagine what the parents were doing when they got the email.
Laptop shut down on it.
So gives a wee rundown of what the email consisted of.
Just prices, you've not paid for this, so...
Or else
chasing the money.
So families are in a crisis trying to pay their bills and he's chasing them.
Can't he put the heating on and you're wanting money off?
Horrible guy, man.
No, can't he put the lights on?
Turn the heating up and pay me.
It's alright, we'll cut that
That lays down in shape, mate. I was like, what the start?
Remember him on Family Fortunes? He's your double, man.
He is, but I would actually get shite when he left that. Fairly Key took here, didn't he?
Nah, he's not got the same personality as wee Les, is he?
Fendi hat.
He's not as pathetic as wee Les.
You'd be gutted getting called Fairly Key, wouldn't you?
No, that's what you want, innit? That's what you want.
Oh my God, man. What, wee Les?
By the way, that's a looky like, innit? That's a...
The survey says.
You pathetic, wasn't he told me to start that show already because of that. How you back really, my friend?
Don Corleone, what's happening?
I'm a change man.
Speaking of Giza, sit like you're a boss.
I've changed.
Yeah, it's a boss.
He is a boss.
No, I've changed. No, by the way, no fags anymore. That's it. I'm off.
After fags?
That's it. No, aye. Alright with the coffee, but it was lovely out there. I ate well.
What'd you eat?
Spent a lot of time, quality time, Faddy, with my missus, and I'm saying that because it's family men, Waynes and all that kicking about. Sometimes you go to do that, and we walks in the park and all that. By the way,
did a wee bit earlier?
See when you're with your missus and all right, do you give your, just stand sometimes and winch your missus give a suck of face?
Never.
I know, but I've been watching them all there. They do that all the time.
I thought you were going to say, the wee walks, you just... When you start grab the missus.
Aye.
That brilliant. I love that.
Because you don't, because all you think about is getting
you
down to it. Aye, but you've got to. But when's the last time you've stood with your missus?
I do it all the time.
Even outside.
Yeah, you've had it.
I think that's brilliant. I think that's different.
She doesn't like it, but I do.
I've seen him kiss his missus, a shite kisser.
I slap on that.
Come on, he's tired today.
I'm ready to go to
I do like a wee bit of tongue. I do like a wee bit of tongue I had.
Spend a bit of time and just...
Why did you say no first?
Because I was wanting to see what you said first.
That's terrible.
On the couch and that, maybe a wee bit of tongue.
No, I don't be outside in the street.
No, not in the street.
I think that's bad. I don't like that, Faddy.
No?
I think it's too much when you see couples kissing out in the street. I don't like all that.
You had your missus on when you were walking? A wee walk?
Absolutely.
Oh, that.
I can't because my missus got fucking massive hands. And she's my hands look tiny when she's on me.
You look
like she's a wee boy.
Turn around and go, that's one of the wins. Oh no, it's not.
She's got big hands.
That's no good, innit?
I know, that's her one downfall. When I see when I met her, I was buzzing off her and then I was like, look at the size of her fucking hands, man.
Do you do that under? And she goes there.
You want to fuck me, boy?
She get range for you, just in case.
That's the first time I'm going to look at your missus.
What, her hands? That would look tiny in her hands.
Is it, aye?
That would look tiny in her hands, mate.
Can't wait to see your missus' hands.
So what were you in?
Oh, no, they just a wee bit of... See the way they do it a wee bit different. You probably...
Why do you always that skit with Jake? We've never fucking been anywhere outside the room. Everything is off, you know. We here as well.
Because this man is world renowned. He was about... So do you. So I apologise for that.
Right.
No, just a wee bit of bread and oil to start off. Then it's the pasta, whatever pasta you want. And then the meat follows with steak and all that. Steaks are beautiful, so it is. So.
You love your food, didn't you, mate?
Do you love food,
He's really big onto all the sort of Italian stuff, isn't he? Ain't you? But genuinely, you do like all that stuff for years. Like, before all see the restaurants came on the You were into that stuff, but
when in the 20s.
Questions have been even about 50 years. I'm only 34.
No, but
Before there were any restaurants, he's running on us.
No, Italian's your favourite, isn't it? He came to my house the other week and got us an Italian, bought the
nice,
family an
wasn't it?
Italian, that was lovely.
Do you know what was the first time I realised you were going to be a coach? 2 years ago, I went to his house just for a game of football. No, genuinely, to watch a game of football 2 years ago, watched Monday Night Football, Man United, and he asked us to come up with the boys and Steph, who had food and drinks and all that, and he sat for 2 hours edge of his seat fucking coaching. It was unbelievable to see, by the way. I was wanting to tell that story, but...
You playing with the Wayne's toys?
I picked his toys up.
Playing with the man's
I was playing with Steph's toys.
Come back. What a guy.
I know.
Asking Faddy how he is.
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Great to see you, man.
Working, where are you this week? 8 games you've got on this week, is that?
No, one Saturday.
Just one?
Aye.
Quiet weekend for you?
I think so, I'll need to check.
Right, so the reason I'm asking is because that means you can come to the... You can come
I'll be there tomorrow.
Are you coming?
I'll come tomorrow.
Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, Friday night lights.
Aye.
Caledonian Braves.
Yes.
I'll come tomorrow.
I'm sure
I'll come
somebody will
tomorrow.
leave me a couple of tickets.
Is that what you're after? A couple of tickets, huh?
Aye.
Tight bastard, man.
Aye, a couple of tickets.
See the amount of Premier League football players that can't pay £8-9 for a ticket?
I'm skint, mate. I'm skint.
Fendi hat.
Aye, I
I've
just
been
found
putting
that
your money
line
after
about the
it.
house. I thought I'll just
I've been
part
chasing
that
you
one.
up for your money, ain't I?
Aye.
Me lives the debt collector, look.
Mate, what did I had to buy you an Italian 2 weeks ago? He needs to get that back.
Never judge a book's cover.
What do you mean with that?
Well, you might look... you might look quite Les Denishish, if that's a name.
He's an animal,
But you could be an absolute underneath that beast. I mean, look
Not
at
a beast
it.
underneath that, for sure.
Hey, you're out with the shorts today.
Look at the legs on it. So what?
We're in
Look at the legs
Glasgow.
on that.
Freezing.
You would never expect under the suit trousers, you would never expect Les Dennis to have legs like that, would you?
Absolutely not.
Does that come in adult sizes? Get off that, mate.
Oh my God. Tell that story. He's told somebody else's part here.
No, me and Dale were out. And then he went for a piss in the toilet, and a guy came up to him, just a random guy, and looked at him and went, does that come in adult sizes?
Dale.
But I've just left it the first time. What a start this has been,
Right, Grosvenor Sport.
Very good.
I saw a new offer from Grosvenor Sport this weekend. Unbelievable, Grosvenor. Since they've came on board, they've been absolutely amazing. It's double the odds for new sign-ups with your first £10 bet. Sign up at gsport.com/open goal.
I want to put something on the record before we cut. The documentary's coming out, the second part Sunday. I watched it. Now, people, I look like a dinosaur because obviously you didn't want to put on camera that you actually your tactics and what you're asking players to do. So none of that is on it. So any talk that I do is the tactics has went before it. I just want to get that on thing, because it does.
What's wrong with being a dinosaur?
No, but
That was no change that much, is it?
No, but I'm just saying it's not just asking boys go out and do
The
that. Just go and
vocabulary
be
has-
good players. There's stuff that came before.
The training happens and the talk happens. The tactics happen, then you need to fire the boys up because you know what they're doing.
No, so I'll do tactics first and then do we talk, but we're not put the tactics
Even
in
in
because we
podcasts,
don't want to gear game plan and that away. Do you know what I mean?
Even you're going to put that out later? No, is that
No,
just...
I
not-
can't
just
do
not
that,
going
can you?
it.
You couldn't put any tactics in it.
Are you even with podcasts? You don't like anybody talking
I didn't
about
like talking about how we're going to play.
No, just in
Why
case.
would you keep... Because I think coaches do now watch everything that they can.
Fuck, of course.
To see what other teams are doing, so you didn't want to get in the way.
Why don't you just throw a
For
wee
an edge.
red herring in? Aye, we're
Let's
trying
just make
the
something
back five, we're going to sit behind the ball, we're going to do that.
It's going to lump
Just
it.
make
Just
going to lump it.
That's what
That's what you
Dale
say.
wants to keep playing that too, doesn't he?
You like this back six, didn't he?
Back
6'4",
six.
you hear Faddy talk about that.
He keeps sending that video of Scotland game, didn't he, Dale? Why
You need
do
to
you want to
try
play this?
it. You need to go try it.
Loves draws, Dale. Dale Lyle, mate, honestly. 1-1 with Adam Rooney, he says take a draw here.
Never want
Is
to
that
say.
so he can come on and score the winner?
So you can concentrate on it.
Trained that night, amazing, 41-year-old. Trained, hardest session we've done for a while because we've not had the midweek game.
What about him, how he done that session?
Just
Cruised it,
amazing.
didn't he?
Just
41,
amazing,
mate.
41.
He's in great shape.
Oof.
Looks after
The
himself.
mentality that enough, Faddy, though, innit?
Aye.
Amazing.
Impressed with that, aren't you?
Did you struggle in your career when training was hard and that?
That's a good question, actually, because they both you played quite old, didn't you?
I didn't know if you was going to...
No, but I struggled for 28, 29 when I'd done my cruise ship. And then the surgeon botched it up, didn't he? So I played the last 10 years with a gammy knee, basically. My knee doesn't straighten, doesn't bend. But I was just delighted I played the last 10 years. But I loved it as you go on, as you get older, the fitness comes in it, you start to enjoy it more.
So could you still do? Would you do the exact same that everyone else did in training, or would managers maybe give you a wee bit less because you're?
There was certain clubs we went to, and then they would say, right, leave out the last 3 or 4 runs. You can leave that. It's a kind of wee bit of respect. But sometimes you would say, no, I'll just dig in and I'll just do it. Maybe not at the same pace as some of the younger guys. But I think it was important that you done it just to show them that you're no special. You know, you just dig in there.
You the same, Faddy?
I was the same, and it sounded like he was telling my story until he says he played for 10 years after it. Same, 28, 27 maybe, 27, 28. Done my knee, and then for then I was out for over a year. Every day I was in pain, every single day. Getting out of bed, agony. My knee doesn't bend, it doesn't straighten.
I didn't know that. You've got the same.
But I trained every day. Played till I was 34. I would have played on if it was I got a coaching job, but if it wasn't for my knee, I'd have played on. I loved the training. I didn't like missing training. Queen South.
And could you do everything at the?
I trained every day. I always train. I love training.
Everything that they done.
Right. Are you still in pain? Are you still in pain?
I feel better now that I don't. Now that I'm not training every day. But I play 5s, and for a couple of days I can't walk.
And that's why we laugh and joke about it, but the amount of tablets and painkillers used to take just to play a game was unbelievable, anti-inflammatories, and you sometimes wonder what the damage is further down the line.
That's what
I'm saying.
But even our older boys, honestly, like Broders, Cookie, Conroy,
I think you have an appreciation.
Mate, every one of them on it, man.
You have an appreciation as you get older as well. You don't want, you know, the next session could be your last, or it could be your last season, maybe further ahead. No, every day you're doing, I'm going, this could be my last, but you appreciate it and you want to join in, and you don't want an excuse of the manager saying have a day off. You want to train because you slow down. I think
that's exactly what it is, because you're scared because it's going to end sometime. And it scares you, and that's how you want to. You want to be involved all the time, because you know once it's gone, it's gone.
It's amazing,
it's horrible.
Isn't it? See, when you're younger, everybody here's heard it. It goes like that. It goes like that.
It does go like that.
It's incredible how quick it goes. A lot happens in that time, but you just all of a sudden it keeps up, and you get into your 30s. You're like, that's why I says to you, and you when you're on your comeback home, if you're physically able to do it, keep playing, because there's nothing better than playing football.
I prefer coaching to playing.
Do you?
Don't know why.
No, it's your passion. That's your passion.
I always prefer coaching, 100%.
No, I'd rather turn up and train.
No, I just love turning up in the dressing room with the boys, a wee bit of banter, laugh, and then training.
I love training.
So
why is that? I don't know, mate. I can't wait to get in when I'm coaching. Sometimes when I was training, I was like, maybe it's because of the training that I was doing when I was
playing. But you were getting to the stage where you were thinking about coaching and then you were actually coaching.
But even when I was like 24, 25, I never loved training every day. I never loved playing on a Saturday night.
But I know you struggled at times with your back, and you're going the pain and all that, and it isn't enjoyable, but sometimes it's just about getting through it. But it's that scared. It's a scary thing to think that it's going to finish. You know,
you're obsessed, aren't you? Genuinely are.
What about this?
Aye.
Good.
That's aye.
I wasn't obsessed with playing. I wasn't obsessed with it.
I loved it.
I loved more the social side of football than actual
the boys and
being a football player.
Do you think that was kind of, did that grow on you? Did that come on? Like, obviously you're younger and you're like, right, I'm at Celtic, I'm going to be this, I want to play.
You're probably right.
And then you're dropping down and you're dropping down.
You're probably right, Faddy. You see when I dropped down at a standard to like Swindon, and they all loved going out.
Aye.
And I've started to probably kind of, I got into their mentality, and I started probably more enjoy going out and socialising than the actual players. Because even the boys I played with, they used to say, we've got to go and play this game on a Saturday. Can't wait to get on a Saturday night. You get that, mate. What is it, you're a product of your environment, so you're probably alright, mate, huh?
But 10 years ago, or whenever it was, if you'd went and says, no, I'm going to train, I'm going to live right, you'd have been busy.
You were busy back then? Would have loved it.
Oh, busy.
No, you're busy 100%.
What are you doing that for?
I never ever went to a gym after training, juice.
Aye.
Well, I learned at Hearts that, because I left Rangers, went to Hearts, I walked into that dressing room, I've told you before, and it was a dressing room full of like middleweight boxers. They were all ripped. And wee Alec McDonald said to me, he says, it'll take you 3 to 6 months.
And you came for Rangers as well?
Aye. We were lazy in terms of we would do our stuff in the morning. But what happened was, like, so me and a few of the other younger guys, we were left to our own devices. See all the international boys, older boys, where were they? Away, going into the gym, doing their bits. We weren't, we didn't know. Somebody should have been getting a grip with us and saying, right, get in, do a session afternoon. And it's when I went to Hearts, and I saw them. That's where I got it for, because I loved the Hearts boys in terms of what they were all about. Walking into that dressing room, the fitness of them. Because I went for getting hunted to be the hunter. Because at Hearts I had to go and hunt the ball and get after the ball. So it was a different way of playing. And but then that came with a fitness. So, and that was kind of embedded into my daft TD minds.
Would you go to the gym after training at Celtic?
Aye, we had to though. Bit of Mallow and ever. No, actually, we did. Leichy used to come on.
Right.
He used to take us fucking. We just have it turn up press ups. 14-year-old.
Press ups.
He's still a machine now, Leichy, man.
Leichy was like that when he was still playing. He'd be in the gym doing, like, he'd problems with his knees as well when he was younger. So he'd be in doing all his stuff, saying you need to look after yourself, you need to be doing stuff to prevent injury. And again, any old player, sometimes you'd be like, aye, alright, you're saying that because you're old, I'm only 18 or whatever, I'll be fine. And you do the gym work, but it's not as good as what it is now.
No,
the players now have everything.
Try to install good habits. You know, and that's all it is.
It's what happens when you get older, innit? Because you go, I wish I'd have done this when I was 18, 19, 20.
Bang on.
So you're then trying to tell young boys who, you were that young boy that went, guy, he's just an old guy that looks after himself because he has to, I don't need to. And you're trying to help them. It's the same when you're training. Your standards of training when you're older. And you put it depends how you do it, you put a demand on a younger player. It's because you see something in them to help them.
Yeah.
And they think, he's on my case. But you're just trying to make them better and trying to get them into habits that will set them up for the rest of their career.
It's like you though, innit? It did hit you later though, that didn't it? We coaching all that as well. That's
everybody late or too late, maybe not too late, but everybody will look back and say, I wish I'd have done this when I was younger. I wish I'd have looked after myself a bit better, or I wish I knew what I know now. Yeah.
I remember standing in the tunnel, me and Tommy Miller playing away from home 3 o'clock, and I'm like that time, I cannot wait for fucking 4:45. That's terrible, innit? And you realise now how lucky you were to be with Swindon. You were doing well as well, mate, but I just couldn't wait to get the game done.
But that's the best job in the world.
That's what I mean, I feel bad that
there's not always good, there's bad parts of it. There's times you go through and you're not enjoying it, and it's no necessarily a bad thing, because you're privileged, but you shouldn't have to feel that pressure I need to be happy and I need to enjoy this. You'd go through spells where you're not enjoying it, and it's, what do you do, to get that enjoyment back? Is it going to come back? There's obviously a reason for it. It's not because you don't care, it's just something that's maybe built up to that point where you go, I'm not enjoying this.
That was unbelievable, wasn't it? Don't want this ever to end.
No, I never want to talk about football because it is fucking 4 o'clock.
I never want this year to end ever. This year's been brilliant so far.
You enjoyed it, wee man?
It's been good, innit?
Even with all the documentaries getting cancelled or not? That's what I like, you always see the positives and things, don't you?
Aye, but honestly this year, I was watching a wee bit of that documentary last night. It's amazing to see how it's come on, innit?
You've got a wee speech after the game?
I've not been up to that bit yet.
You're talking, no, it's good.
Is it alright? You just hear me laughing all the time, didn't you, in the back? You'd him talking to the other players with tactics, you just hear me in the back laughing all the time, didn't you?
Good, you're enjoying yourself.
When Dale and Cammy walk out the office, what you say is brilliant, man.
Is it? It's a nice brown t-shirt you're wearing, that documentary. Oh, it's shocking. Right, boys, obviously the time's going on now. Leipzig v Celtic. Derek, I'll come to you. What did you make of the game last night?
I thought it was a good game, first and foremost.
It was mental, wasn't it?
It was a cracking game. Played at a real good pace. Celtic, they had a go. They were always in the game. Again, it's like the last game in Europe. They take their chances. They could have won that game, aye. But again, it's that fine line at that level. It's about taking your chances, and they've obviously at home. I expected Celtic to be a wee bit more conservative, but no, it's not. And when I heard the manager after the game speaking that he was disappointed in terms of the way they played at times, passing the ball back, so it just shows you his way of playing. He's trying to install that into them. To keep going, whatever it is, wherever you're playing. It's quite refreshing to see that. But no, Celtic played well. Obviously the injury to McGregor. I think I don't know what's come out about that. But
I'm worried about that.
Because it looked like, to me, it could be a kind of, I don't want to say like a cruciate or something, because he thumps the ball, he tries to kind of game a wee bit. But when he broke away, and obviously at some finish, the boy in Cuckoo was broke.
Shouldn't he, McGregor?
I
know it's easy to say now.
They should have brought him down.
I don't know if he's thinking about the weekend.
Do you know that Faddy?
But when he's running through, he's maybe thinking, just been sent off.
And see when he's running at that pace, he's not aware of probably what the boys are getting round to cover him. And that's why he's probably never brought him down. But no, Celtic, I thought played really well. At times created opportunities, and that's all you can ask. But at that level, you've got to take your opportunities.
I think that's the thing. They are creating chances they have in every game. In the Champions League, they're not taking them.
Yeah.
So I know people say, well, you need to be a wee bit more conservative. You need to, sit back and soak up more pressure. But if they take their chances, the games are different. And that is the difference. They look.
And what is that for? Just quality of player?
I don't know. I think it's just, are they playing week in, week out where they'll get loads of chances to now have been at a level where they'll maybe get 3 or 4, but you need to take 2 or 3 of them to actually beat a team of that quality. I don't know. And then the moments in the game it happens as well. It's a step up in class. I don't know how Shakhtar beat Leipzig. I really don't know. 4-1.
You think they changed the manager after it, didn't they?
He was different gravy, wasn't he? It's not just it's the balance, isn't it? Even see the finish, because he's at the angle, he's kind of off balance, and he just finds that pass, slides it in. The boys Silva up top as well.
His position,
but that is a difference. See, domestically, you'll get maybe 8 or 9 chances. But in the Champions League, you get 3 or 4 and you need to take them.
They are very, very open though, Celtic. In the first 5 minutes, they go through and goal twice, so.
But that's the way the manager plays. He's not going to change his ways. And to be honest, as a neutral watching it, it makes for a good game. So it does. Because I watched it and I thought...
I'd rather see my team getting beat like that than sitting in and waiting to get beat.
And I wouldn't disagree with you there, by the way.
And I think what he's talking about with the goal is Joe Hart's getting a lot of blame, but the offside goals that goes in and Celtic take a quick free kick. Hart plays to Welsh. I think Welsh could probably play forward and he ends up turning back.
That's what he's talking about.
That's what he's talking about. Is that what he said, right?
I'm thinking that's what the manager's talking about.
Yeah, the goal.
That frustrates him.
But so it's an easy decision for Joe Hart to. It's a very hard pass to pick to Greg Taylor out there, and he spoke after it, fronted up, and
that's no his strength.
He could have, in his mind, could have went safe to Jens, but he decided to try and play it forward to Taylor, and it was poor execution. But that's how they want to play, and Joe Hart's been phenomenal for Celtic. So playing that way, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to get caught, and that's a risk you take.
He said that after the game, didn't he? He says it's my fault, of course it is. He says, but it's the way the manager wants me to play. So he's plenty order, isn't he?
Yeah.
Now if it's me and I'm at the back and I'm looking at Joe Hart, well, I'm saying because he's not the best at passing. That's why he wasn't at Man City. Yeah. So, but listen, I'm thinking if I'm a defender and I'm seeing him try to pick that pass out, I'm saying to him, well, Joe, just clip it forward a wee bit, mate. Don't try and play that wee ball in.
It's because they like the fast restarts, innit? Yeah. As soon as the ball goes dead, they want to go. And Leipzig have obviously done their homework and showed them a lot of respect to say, look, be switched on, don't turn your back, be ready to put pressure on, force it a certain way. And they've enticed him into that pass, really. They've set the trap and he's fell into it and they've managed to capitalise.
Would you be concerned with Joe Hart's performances this season?
Because on Twitter there's shouts for Seagrass to get a wee chance, but I think you've got to stick with Joe Hart, didn't you? I think he's been great for Celtic.
No, definitely.
I wouldn't be. You obviously would.
No, it's just on that sheet.
I've seen Seagrass play for United. I don't think Seagrass is a big one that can ping it a bit.
And unless you've got
very much a shot
stopper,
stopper,
different class with the ball at his feet, Joe Hart's still a better goalkeeper. So it is definitely. But
are you worried though? Even next week at Parkhead.
How did you feel when he done that? Last night, aye.
He was right on going, get Seagrass
right in. No, it was a sickener because obviously, the eruption in the crowd was, I've never seen fans act like when the goal gets dropped. And their house was going well as well. That was unbelievable, mate. And a couple of minutes later, he passes to him, so it was a complete blow. But my worry is, even next week, is Celtic at the back. They'll be, even at Parkhead, I think they look really good in the counter as well.
Carter Vickers might be back though.
They're massive misses in that Starfield.
And even McGregor, Vickers and McGregor comes out in second half. Vickers there. It's hard to replace it.
It's mad, isn't it? Because you get Carter Vickers potentially back, but it looks like McGregor's going to be out. And talk about playing for goalkeeper to defence, fine. For defence to midfield, Cal McGregor's the one that makes it work for me. So that's a big problem.
I don't think anybody replaces him in there.
How was the Champions League
stinking last night? I think the washing machine must have been after the day before to get them clean. rotten.
Have you heard what they do, huh?
No.
Do you know the Champions League thing that the ball boys do in the middle of the centre circle for you? He's my knickers.
It was a bad one last night. He's very glad with it. He's into it now, but it was a bad one last night. Really bad.
She was still in them.
Aye. She was coming at them.
No leg, no wing.
She was coming at them and flung back in.
Imagine your sister with an arm, your dad with an arm, you and your brother were like that.
I'm going to try that.
Brilliant, isn't it?
I'm going to try that.
I'll come and take Carol. I'll take a leg 100% on that.
Family, man. We got a Domino's last night for the game.
A Domino's, did you?
Aye, I'll get a Domino's.
I bet there's 4 meat feasts. What was the order?
No, it was just a, we got, man, must have got a fucking pineapple and ham, man.
Oh, fuck
Smell like bastard.
What else?
Pepperoni in it, just casual.
Is that why the emails come out this morning?
Aye, just kept trying to get money back for the Domino's. Chicken wings and all that, she's eating them, mate. Scavengers, man, all of them. No, anyway, sorry.
What else? That was quite
Did
a
you all sit
lot.
in the
What
living room?
else?
What?
You just sit in the living room and
Did you drink with
I
that?
went and bought fucking 4 green pillows for the game. That's sad, innit?
Oh, did
For
you?
what?
No, that's cute.
Green pillows for the Celtic game. No,
Did you just sit with the box on your lap and just share off it, or did you put them in the middle and everyone just went and...
It was weird though, because we've not had a table in the living room, so we put them in the kitchen. So every company's walking back into the kitchen again and walk back out. I'm just missing the game, man. Rubbish. Anyway, sorry, let's go.
That's great information, isn't it? I love that.
No.
So
Never mind the
and
football
they're walking
chat.
in front of
Keep
you.
going.
It's late.
So you're sitting watching the game, somebody's walking in front of you in fact.
Constantly, aye.
That's
not-
Rubbish.
not
that.
allowed.
I'm had a big green blouse on, man. Aye.
No, you need to get a wee table or something in the thing. Take that. Take that in,
He
mate.
doesn't like that.
That's fucking kicking it.
What, did George, was your dad there?
My dad, no.
Nah, just
know-
your man. That.
You know what happened, didn't you? With old boys.
Is George back for
Move
Germany?
on.
No, he's still there.
Give him a shout out.
Mate, he went
Come
missing.
home, George.
He was come home. He was missing for 3 days.
Come him, George.
He texted him saying, can you book me a hotel in Germany?
It's one of these.
I sent him the screenshot. He went out to Berlin.
You get
for 3
posters
days
out and all
didn't
that
hear from him.
missing. And all
Didn't hear
that.
from him. He went out for 3 days to Berlin. Didn't hear
You
from
could have
him.
went to the Leipzig game.
Missing in action.
Oh, did he go?
Oktoberfest, innit?
Is it?
It's a beer, that's right.
He was still there, but then he messaged her 3 days, like, slaughter me and my ma, saying stop fucking worrying about my big boy. But he's phoned us for 3 days, and then he went like, can you get Jamesy, get me a couple of tickets, cheeky bastard.
And did you?
And Jamesy's messaged me yesterday saying, tell me to go to the team hotel, I've left tickets. And then I've messaged him saying, amazing, you've got tickets. And he went, I bought a Leipzig one in their crowd. He's in the Leipzig crowd
And
last
they go and
night.
get a jersey and all, wouldn't he? The
What a
scarf
boy.
on and all that.
But I worry for Celtic next week, I do.
Do you, right?
I think, I don't care who you bring in, the big boy who's at Abelgard.
Yeah.
He's never near McGregor.
No, but you can't, you're not going to replace him.
Mate,
But
he's
you know-
not played all season. I think
No, but I
he's
mean,
a
as
chance,
in the
didn't he?
quality McGregor's, like, you're not going to replace him, so who do you put in there? And the way Celtic want to play what you said, to get it into him, who starts a lot
Well,
of Celtic's
McGregor's
attack.
suspended for this
Aye.
game 20, so he'll play again. So maybe another 90 minutes under his belt.
But would you go,
No, I'd stick with the big man. I think he's decent.
You need to give him a chance, don't you?
100%.
Still need to wait and McGregor and see what the outcome is with that injury. You know, it was a strange one, innit? Because normally if you've
I don't think it won't be his ACL, because I seen Tim went on and done the check, and then if it was ACL,
no,
he'd have
medial
took him
check.
straight off.
Yeah.
Because I seen him doing the check and he came
so
straight
maybe
off.
he's
Might have been a wee
he's
jar or
known
something.
himself what maybe
He
better
did say
just-
though, didn't he, after the game, the manager, that it was looked like a bad
It
one.
didn't look good. It's kind of.
Can they still qualify?
hope
Aye.
I don't.
So it
It'll
looks
be
like if
easy.
Real Madrid win their next 2 games and Celtic win their next 2 games, Celtic qualify.
The 2 home games.
Yeah,
2 home
yeah.
games.
Somebody said
I
that.
never
Celtic
write
have 2
off
home games.
Celtic at home. That's the one thing. I know what you're.
I think they'll beat Shakhtar. I'm really
Do you
confident
think
with that.
you're saying defensively they're not that great as
No.
well? You know, you
No,
look
I
at the
know.
chances Celtic had. That's away from home. So you're thinking at home you're going to make a few more, aren't you?
I'd genuinely bring Forrest back in. The only thing is he's not got a lot of minutes this season. But I think the quality, I think he gives you more quality than Maida.
I need the quality on the ball.
right.
But yeah, look, Celtic are never going to go away from home and no concede a goal. Man City are the best football team in the world. They concede 3 at the weekend.
Oh, I know.
So if they're conceding 3, of course Celtic are going to go away from home and concede chances.
Playing that way, aye.
Of course, playing that way.
Aye,
exactly.
that's not the issue is taking the chances.
Chances,
It's not
100%.
giving them up.
That's
it's
it, aye.
taking them, and then you know what it's like. The momentum changes in a game if you're if you take your chance, if you go ahead and you're putting them under a wee bit more pressure, the tension comes for them because they're at home. So it is big moments, but ultimately it's no taking your chances, it's cost them. They're going to play the same way no matter what. No matter who plays, no matter the personnel within the team, they're going to play the same way. They will create chances, but they need to take them.
Yeah. Do you know what's a sitter? Hatate's early doors with the goalie kicks the bottom.
Wow, what's he doing?
What about his pass though?
Pass for the goals. He's a player, mate. I like it.
He's brilliant, him.
Right, what one? Liverpool Rangers.
Actually, we were training.
We missed a bit of training, so we're not really
seeing the highlights. But hearing the feedback for a lot of people was Rangers sat after them and let them play that.
Aye, they did. They obviously sat back deep. Alan McGregor was unbelievable.
How was he number one for the start of the season?
I don't know.
Slaney, that's what we've been saying all along. I can't believe that Van Bronckhorst went to McLaughlin. I'm not saying McLaughlin's a decent goalkeeper, but Alan McGregor's different class. He's
clearly still at that level.
Yeah, easily.
So, and the way we were talking earlier about your attitude to training, he'll be the exact same. His attitude's unbelievable with training. He hates losing goals and training. If you take a penalty into him, like he fumes if you score. He fumes. Aye. He goes mental if you score because he believes and thinks he should save everything. And his attitude's incredible. Some of his saves, I mean, they did sit off them, and as they made changes when they were chasing the game, they looked a lot better. They looked a threat going forward.
James would ever chasing the game, really, but think about it.
I don't know if they ever looked like they were going to get back into it, but they were more positive in the second half. They looked as if they could carry more of a threat. I thought Matondo, when he came on, looked good. Sakala looked good when he came on. Just that direct pace.
Do you want to know what it was? Enthusiasm.
Aye.
A willingness to go and work.
Take people
and
on.
Show, and because, see that first, I'll be honest with you, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, I was actually quite bored. I was so much looking forward to the game, I was actually bored with our performance. The manager as well, when we're talking about McGregor, they put Tillman in there, and that was a game or a position that's never going to suit that boy. So I don't...
He slows it down, doesn't he?
Aye.
Where did he play?
Arfield. I wouldn't have played. I'd have went, what I said the last time, and they done it against Napoli, I'd have brought Jack into the side, Arfield into the side, and because we know that they're a level above us, Liverpool, we're not getting away for that, but it's as if there was an acceptance that we were going to get beat. It was be how many. I can't be the way you're thinking, and I think it feels to me, I might be out of order here, but it's as if the manager, that information he gives out, the team talk, whatever, it doesn't get them on the front foot. It doesn't give them that belief that they can go out and get a result. It's as if,
we're inferior here.
Back to we're not as good as you.
I think.
Well, just get out and get up against somebody and make them work, make them feel at least uncomfortable. We didn't do that. And we made them feel comfortable. And if it wasn't for McGregor, it could have been 6 or 7. I was really disappointed. And I know Liverpool were there, and we're not at that. We're not in that.
But they're not having the best of time at the minute, Liverpool.
And that's where
they're under a bit of pressure.
That's how there was a wee bit of hope for me. I'm thinking they're a wee bit vulnerable. Can you? I'm not saying go at them, but within reason. At times, can you break on them? But it was as if we'll play the 3, the 5 at the back.
Conceded 3 at the weekend against Brighton.
Kent and Tillman shouldn't have played for me.
I started Kent.
I don't know.
Arfield and Jack. What?
I don't know, because seen Saturday when they played Hearts.
Did you play Tillman?
Maybe no Tillman, but I think Kent, if you play him, but what they done against Hearts early was they hit diagonals. They tried to get it forward as quick as they could, and they caught Hearts in the break. They bomb bodies forward. Now, I know you're not saying Hearts to Liverpool, but we spoke last week about how do you hurt Liverpool? Get them down the sides of the fullbacks. And what they were doing was diagonals in behind. Kent was high and wide, and they were causing problems. But I think that's potentially the way to go against a team that Liverpool on their day are far and away miles ahead of Rangers. Of course they are, but they've had a poor start to the season. It's maybe a wee bit of, people looking at that game thinking, if Rangers turn up, they could do something here, because, they go 2-0 down against Brighton and people are looking saying they're struggling. So what do? They sit off and allow their fullbacks time and space on the ball, and they're the ones that are, particularly Trent has been struggling, so just keep hitting him behind, pin him back, don't allow him to come forward.
But it was the last 5 minutes, and that's when Matondo comes on, what do you call him?
Sakala.
And there's the pace, there's the enthusiasm, and we caused them a wee bit of problem. But there was nothing. I just
Morelos got to start these games.
I can see why he started them. I can see why. But if you're going to, it's tough then to come up against Van Dijk, Matip, and say, get us up the park.
Do something
with the
and you're enough, so deep,
enough support.
Yeah.
Everyone about them. Because you're fighting just to even get a touch, never mind get a hold of the ball.
I felt a wee bit deflated, to be honest with you.
I think that was the... And Rangers fans felt that, didn't they?
We're talking about the Celtic game. You know, they've got a way of playing. At least they had a go at times. And I know you can't go gung-ho against a Liverpool side. They might pick you up. But at times, you know, they're looking to get something for the punters. It's the last 5 minutes. But they had down tools anyway.
But you look at Liverpool changed how they set up because of the threat. Or what they thought was going to be the threat for Rangers. Henderson just kind of fell into that right back slot when Trent went forward and they go a 4-2-3-1 and he's played a 4-3-3 his whole time there.
Yeah. So the positives were McGregor, the boy King,
Leon King, 18-year-old,
excellent, well done. So
yeah,
you know, we've been crying out to give him an opportunity. It's clear to see the boy's good enough.
Did he do well, Derek?
Aye, done well. Defensively, he was sick. Salah went up against him a couple of times. I think it was later on in the game. You know, when you think he'd be tired and couldn't get past him. He matched him and showed him inside and ended up had to just play the ball away. The boy King done really well.
Brilliant. Tom loves him, didn't he?
Tom loves him.
Doesn't talk about him in commentary, didn't he? No? Didn't he not?
Is there any hope of Rangers finishing third in this group?
No.
Napoli are freaks just now.
Aye. Napoli
They're unbelievable, Napoli, aren't they?
Frightening.
6-1 to beat Ajax, but I couldn't believe that.
Did Rangers maybe make Ajax look better than what they were by setting half?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? You've seen Napoli going there and
that's what I'm saying about the manager. I think the way he set us up, I think it's at times it's too defensive, it's too sitting off and allowing another team to take the onus. They go, let the other team go in the front foot and get at you. Have a wee bit more belief in the players. I get when, see in the dressing room, you're my manager and you tell me, right, I want you to play this role, sitting middle of the park and let patrol here and all that.
You'd be sitting watching him if I was your manager.
But what I would do within that, see at times I would try and get forward, I'd try and get up again.
You need to games of football, didn't you?
I don't think the boys done that enough. So I take on board the information to a certain extent and then fucking go and do a wee bit. Do you know what I mean?
Good on you, Derek. Good on you. It's a group of deaf to look at it, but you know that get into Champions League. That's why you get to the Champions League. It was a tough group, wasn't it?
But it's like all that hard work to get there, and then you get there and it's like we're playing within ourselves. You know, have a wee bit more of a go. That's what I'm asking.
They look better v Hearts. You thought they were going to carry on for that type of... That was the best performance of the season.
Aye, first half. Second half was a bit... They were a bit slow, knocking the ball about, and the game was done. But certainly first half it was energy, getting the ball forward. They were breaking at speed and getting bodies, in attack.
And not playing like 10 passes to get up there, just the one or two passes.
Right up, just fucking bang it.
No, but it was controlled. It was hit diagonals. Keep your wide men high and wide, stretch the pitch, and cause Hearts problems.
You're turning to long ball, aren't you?
A long ball.
You're turning to that, aren't you? For the goalie. Hoof it right up.
Never. Dundee start that again. Can you get a must win at this stage of the season? Because Dundee United play at Aberdeen at Tannadice. Kilmarnock beat St Johnstone last night. Ross County, I know they're struggling Motherwell. What result for Motherwell? But is this a must win for Dundee United now?
No, because the must wins, if they lose, then that's it. There's no way back. But they have to start winning. They have to start picking up points, because the longer it goes on, the harder it is then, and you'll end up being adrift because they don't look like they're going to pick up points anywhere. I know they drew with Motherwell a couple of weeks ago, but by all accounts Motherwell were phenomenal and should have beat them.
Yeah.
The flip side of that is you say, well, they should have lost and they got a draw, so that's a positive, but they need to start winning games.
But it's like what we spoke about, if you chase that win, do you ever get it? Is he better just going, right, we might lose fucking 5 games here, but we need to get a style, we need to get an identity, who we are, and stick to it?
But when I look at them, the thing I'm thinking
about
is,
just go,
do you need to battle your way out of this? Do you need to fight and dog and just fight and scrap? And
what you're saying is something that Mark McGee said when he went into Dundee last year. We're not going to win every game, and they get slaughtered for it. So if you say that to the players,
no, I mean we're not going to win straight away. It might take us a wee bit.
That's what he said, and they get slaughtered for it.
But he had 14 games to go. Do you know what I mean? So I was this guy's he's still got majority of the season. Does he go and accept maybe losing a couple of games to go and get, like, this is how you're playing, I don't care about results, or is it,
if that philosophy, you should have stayed with Jack Ross in and let him continue?
I think you go, we need to try and get a win. However we get it, we need to get a win.
Just for confidence.
You need to, because you're talking about a must win. Imagine he says to the players, look, this is a must win. Their confidence is as low as it can be anyway. And then what happens if you lose? What's your message to the players when you lose again?
We need to win next week then.
Aye. Well, there's always next week. You told us this one was must win.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying to you. Right, we never won, but we'll win. We'll need to win again next week.
But funnily enough,
how do you win, Tom?
But see, looking at that's the type of game, I know, because everybody's expecting Aberdeen to go and turn them out.
I think they will.
Aberdeen will beat them.
I think Aberdeen will beat them.
Well, how do you become hard to beat? Your first thought is don't concede. Don't concede. Build your confidence, then you hope that your forward players, because good players are the ones that will nick a goal. But you need to make sure there's a base. We don't concede. We're hard to beat. I don't care what anybody says. We sit back and we're solid. We don't let them.
Can you be like that, Faddy, with a midfield of Ian Harkes and Dylan Levitt? They don't want to follow runners. They don't want to tackle people. They want to play on the ball. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. No,
that's a problem, because that's why I'm saying you need a dog in there. You need a couple of dogs that are just going.
Derek.
That's, well, is there get any boys in that? Well, I don't know if they're brought up. That's terrible. You know better than me. That youth
even
development.
The youth team players. So Meekins a lovely football player.
Have they got somebody
player, but I don't know if he's one that'll go and.
That's sometimes what you're going to need to get somebody in there in the middle of the park. A few, not just one. You need 2 or 3 of them in there just to go and dog what their backside are.
Dangerous position on United. Real dangerous position.
And you look at that squad, good players.
So if it's not working with him, this next one, do you get
another
manager in and
you don't get inside information with Charlie?
Nah, I don't speak to the boys about the football.
No,
they want to come away.
Can he put on here of the day? Last time he tipped somebody for a job, it was all of the world.
Did you see that?
Crazy, mate.
Fox crazy in the world.
That's amazing. That's how far you've come.
I know.
Incredible.
I was buzzing with the confidence and I went into the chat.
Former Celtic star, it said as well.
Everybody at Liverpool fans said, "Oh, fuck is this guy?"
Unbelievable.
But this is probably the last time Dundee United want to play now, isn't it? Aberdeen after the result last week.
They're flying Aberdeen, yeah.
They're a good team, Aberdeen. But that's what I'm saying, it's strange. This is a kind of game that, you know, when everybody's right, Dundee United off.
I don't know, because if you're in a game where Kilmarnock, Ross County teams run about, then it becomes no a must win, but listen, this is a huge game. If you lose that game, it's a bigger.
Is that a Tannadice, that game?
It's a bigger thing to come back for.
Aberdeen
are a team that are doing well.
They'll bring a big support as well. They're up for it at the minute, innit? Quite evidently, but something's got to turn. They've got to change something. So,
but maybe when you're talking about the players that don't have players to do it, you're not telling me that players at that level can't carry out instruction to say, right, I don't want you turn here, there and everywhere. I don't want you leaving your position. You need to stick to your position till we get a result. And if you leave it, I'll get somebody else that will do it. That maybe you lose something for them. But if they're going to go and do the job the manager's asking, it can't be right. Sit back, decide when you go forward. It needs to be right. This is your role. Don't leave. We need to be solid. You need to be protecting, because if you want to go and catch them on the break, then you've got to use your wide men clearly to go and be that outlet and get it up to Fletcher if he's playing. But the midfield, one of them or 2 of them, you say, you're not going forward, don't move. I need you to be disciplined, because we need to get a result one way or another.
We done that, didn't we? We played 4-3-3, it was like attacking 8 and then we just kept getting caught in the counter. It's like, now we need to change. 2 certain fields, you need to change how you play. So, like you said, we wouldn't have expected that they boys could do that, because they were all attacking players that wanted to be good on the ball, but they've taken it on brilliantly, so it can be done.
Of course, they have to
demand it off them, didn't you?
Aye. It needs to be clear what you want from them.
And on to, by the way, Stevie Hamill.
Here's one for you. Motherwell finished 4th this year. I'm going to put my neck on the line.
No.
Motherwell, good side.
I'm going to put myself there. I think Motherwell finish ahead of them. There you go.
There you go, my man, the other night.
Come on.
A hat-trick.
Love it.
Van Veen.
Big Van Veen again the other night.
He's on fire. It's on fire.
He's a good player, Van Veen.
Motherwell team of the year for you already. Put him in the team of the year already.
Aye.
See if certain Rangers will go.
I like him. See last season when I watched him, I just like him. I like he ticks up. For me, he likes to play. He can beat a player. He can score a goal. Strength. He bullies sometimes. Centre backs. Not. I just like him.
Motivation, I think, has been key for him. This season started really well. Brought Louis Moulton. Fans absolutely love Louis Moulton. They want him involved. But Big Van Veen just keeps banging the goals in.
That's that, aye.
Bring in that
playing a lot.
No, Van Veen's been playing.
Can I drop him, can you?
Can he?
It's amazing we
I
have
that's brilliant. I love that.
The,
Confidence in him, aye.
I
Because
do,
he's
mate.
flying.
Everyone I speak to that play against him say that Motherwell fucking right good.
Everybody has said that, hasn't they? It's amazing that we got to Dingwall and winning 5-0. See if that was Celtic and Rangers, going a hard place to go. It's unbelievable they went and scored 5 for Motherwell to do. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I think the last 2 games have been really good. I know they lost their Hearts, had chances. Dundee United to get a draw. By all accounts, they played really well. And Hammy's been moaning about not moaning, but speaking about not having that edge, no taking your chances. Well, took their chances the other night. 5
I'm not really surprised. Aye, the 5 goals, but they've been up there and they'd won 3-0, and it wouldn't have surprised me.
Look at the personnel as well. It's not just going on what happened. Liam Kelly, brilliant goalie. Signed well. Paul McGinn defence. I like Lammy at the back. Spittle's a great sign in midfield. Like you say, they've brought in Moult as well. Spine of their team's really good.
The boy effort as well. What a turnaround and effort.
Yeah.
It's mostly the same players. He brought in a few. The boy Penny at left back looks good as well, and it's been a problem since Hammy retired. Finding a left back, he looks very good. So he's got a way he wants to play. He wants him to be attacking. You speak about him. You hear him speak about the attacking players having freedom to express themselves in the final third. What more can you ask for?
And there was a lot of talk about they'd been playing really well but no getting results. Well, by God, they get a result the other night.
What would be a successful season for Hammy? Top 6?
Top 6.
Oh,
in his mind?
Aye, I would think so. Aye.
In his mind. He'll be greedy.
For me, for the outside looking in, but they're capable of doing that. Aye,
Top
absolutely.
6 would be an unbelievable achievement.
Aye.
For me, it'd be an unbelievable achievement. Because you look at the team's Hearts, you expect to be up there. Aberdeen, Hibs have hit form.
And United spent
the money
money.
And the budget, again, always look at the budget. But
So for them to then get into the top 6 would be, I think, be a great achievement.
Alright.
No way to put too much pressure on them. Unlike you.
They're a good watch.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Aye, they're
Time win games of football.
Yes, aye, absolutely.
Amazing.
Good to watch.
Boxing update. Eubank Junior could
Oh
be
no,
off.
what about that? It is off. It's
Should
got to
be
be
off.
Is it
off.
off?
Go to be off. He's got something in his, he's got something in his system, hasn't he? He shouldn't have had. No, in this day and age, how can that happen? I've got it. I was looking forward to it. That was my Saturday night. Fucking bammed ruined it.
Be back to Babe Station then, won't it?
What?
Back to Babe Station.
You brought some Parma ham back to cut up with the bread and that.
I'm gutted. I was looking forward to that. I know about him having to get up and wait and how he has to drain himself at 33 and he was prepared to
How
do
was
it.
you drain yourself again?
Goes to Italy.
I'm gutted about that.
I know, I don't like it at all.
Nah.
It's terrible.
You want me to sort it,
Honestly.
Kelly? You want me to sort it?
You should be getting involved with that. Ain't you, Kelly?
About the boxing game
I've
then?
been watching on the YouTube and all that, the build up and all that, the two of them, the face off and all that, the training, the two old men.
I can't remember the dads. Can you
Johnny
remember the
Nelson.
dads
Oh, the
fighting?
dads.
Can you not, you can't
Who was
remember.
better at the, who was better at the two dads? Ben was a better boxer, wasn't he? Than Eubank,
Ben was a fighter. He didn't jab or anything. He just went in and hooked. He just went.
He was in a war every fight.
Eubank had a bit about him.
Eubank was controlled.
legend.
He had a chin, didn't he? But he used to fight in spurts. Like, you know, you like spurts, don't you? I know he's going to. I was just waiting you diving in there. But he used to fight and then just his wee rest and all that. But
He done all the posturing and that, didn't he? Eubank was good, but Ben, I think they fought twice. Second fight was a draw, but I think Ben got the better and they never got the third fight, and that's why this has carried on into this fight. That's why the build up was massive.
So who do you fancy, if it does go ahead, who
should they go ahead? I don't care now. I don't care. You can't fail a drug test.
Trying to get somebody in to replace him. I think Craig Beattie in it.
Beats has been
Big Beats.
there, aye.
Craig Beattie is trying. I think they're trying to replace him. Did you and Barry ever box each other? Who used to win fights in the house?
It's 11 years, 10 and a half years of a difference.
I know. So wait, what about when he was like 18 and you were?
You used to change Barry's nappies, not fight him.
Did you?
I had.
You know what it's like in the house, but you know what it's like in the house, but when the young one starts growing up.
It's funny, right? Because I said the relationship's a bit different because it's like brothers are like my 3 boys. They're all within 5 years each.
Who's the best fighter out there today?
I would say probably Ross.
The stripper.
The stripper can
He
go.
has to defend himself.
That's right.
I'm enjoying him, innit?
His boy's a stripper, you know that? The night boy strips.
It's nightclubs, pole dancing and all that.
He has to take care of himself.
That cause you used to walk about the house with your pants on, your wife fronts. I just want to be on my dad.
He likes to get oiled up and all that. So he does.
VIP for
You any oil off for
The only thing is, it's all frying pan oil stuff. But
You've been outstanding again, honestly. What a legend.
Italy doesn't know
I'm genuinely gutted about the fight.
What's your favourite boxing fight ever? If you had to pick one.
Ever? Do you want to know the ones that I used to look, the build-up? I used to love all the David Hay fights. And all that.
David Hay? That's random as fuck.
I know.
Why David Hay?
I just love the music.
Ain't no stop.
All of that. All that shit, and I love all that. I love the build up with the face. I love all the, but
I thought he was fucking Muhammad Ali.
He's waiting for the fight to start with the oil and the white fronts.
Come to fight African John.
I love all that.
Yeah, I'm alright, Ben. I'll get the result in the morning.
So I'm getting back and all that. And
what was your favourite David Hay
I went to the SEC to watch Eubank. So I've saw that. I've been there and all that. And obviously, Big Bruno, when he was fighting Tyson, went to the pictures in Glasgow to watch that.
Did you?
It was like about 2-3 in the morning. Half canned, you know what I mean? Magic, yeah, he's great. Oh.
Need to get him a fight at the Hydro, didn't we? Just to get the walk on.
He's going to fight Jamie O'Hara at the Hydro boxing match.
Yeah.
Slaney.
That's it.
Loved him.
He is fighting somebody. Was he fighting somebody?
Aye, he would.
He was going to be fighting somebody, but the guy pulled
You're
it.
too quick. You're in and out and all that.
You've seen him punch that dildo, remember?
Rapid man.
Try.
What's
your favourite boxing fight? Favourite boxing fight that you've ever watched?
I loved Hatton. Ricky Hatton's fight.
His fucking head scrambled. Remember that one? Same naive tactics, Ricky. Fucking fighting Pacquiao, same naive tactics.
Jim Watts carrying
First round, mate, Jim Watts absolutely slaughtered them.
There's too many.
George Taylor. But hey,
his last fight was shocking.
And when are they fighting? Because he wasn't right. He wasn't right getting up in that fight. He was ill, he was injured, he wasn't quite there.
He's too big for that weight, I think, Taylor.
But you could see that, he wasn't right. You know, I'm watching the documentaries.
Matthew Hatton.
And Catterall thinks he's going to do him.
Matthew Hatton.
After nah, he's not having it.
No,
I think he fought for a world title.
Did he?
Aye.
There you go.
Oh, no, his brother. No, I'm talking about his son.
His son's in it.
No, his brother. His brother fought.
Remember Value?
I think it's hard.
Remember Big Value?
Aye, isn't it?
Value, that was about 7 foot him, didn't he?
Had to jump up and smack him in the head and all that, didn't he?
Best fight.
Was weird.
Pacquiao was always the best.
That's I love
these fights.
He used to just got weight after weight after weight.
You talk. It's easy to go with the Pacquiao, the Mayweathers and all that.
Who else do you like? I want to know you. You're into about the. Do you remember the wee ginger boy, the postman?
Charlie Riley or something.
Charlie.
I was at the Olympics when he was at.
That's right.
Absolutely standard.
Should we start doing another podcast?
A boxing podcast.
You can show us all the fights you promoted.
Aye, I'm back to be Ginger Postman. Aye, don't know what his name is or what his record is, but I'm going for him.
Have you actually been to fights, Faddy?
No.
Never watched that?
No, I keep meaning to go, but I don't know how much you would see the fight. I know
you don't see a lot of it.
Do you know that?
No, because you're mad with it.
You're mad all the time,
I like
you don't see, you're right, you don't, it's like, if you're sitting in the house and it's a telly, you get a great view, but if you're at it and all that,
who's the best Scottish boxer ever? Jim Watt?
Oh, but Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt's always the ones that come up.
Ricky Burns, 3-time world champion.
Well, by the way, Ricky's gave us some good nights,
and
definitely. Josh Taylor. He's a brilliant boxer. So,
right, on to the Coupon. Sorry, boys, for that wee distraction there. Okay, I'll go with Faddy this week. Faddy, I'm going to start with.
Why is he went with Faddy over you, Jink?
I'm gutted, I'm hurt.
Hi, Berlin Motherwell.
I'm not doing it. Come on.
We'll go with him first.
Derek's a man. I know. I've been here 2 minutes.
I know you're cleaning it all out, you know. Mate, how funny was that last week, him doing it yourself?
Sitting here asking it and then going on that couch dancing it.
You done for 2 years and you kept it. Right, Derek, Hibs and Motherwell.
Hibs and Motherwell. Well, we just spoke about them. I know they're away from him, but I like Motherwell. I like the way they go for. I'm going to go with Motherwell. Motherwell.
And also answer, who do you think are doing a boxing match, Lee Johnson or Stephen Hamill?
Stevie Hamill, all day long.
Come on, that's a mismatch.
All day long.
Isn't it?
What do you think, first round?
That's one of the ribs, isn't it? One right to the ribs.
No, he would just
low blow.
Aye.
No, you could need to go quick.
Hamill all day long.
Hamill, right, okay.
Aye.
Sorry, next one, mate.
Sorry.
Motherwell. Kilmarnock Hearts on the Sunday. Hearts European football. Does it have an effect on it?
Good result last night for Will Kelly. So it was. You know the result, aye.
You're not playing.
Leeson Johnson Taylor.
Brilliant result.
Go a draw that one.
And then also boxing match, Dale McInnes v Robbie Nielsen.
Oh, that's a good
Nielsen, nah.
No, I'm going to go with Dale McInnes every day of the week.
Nielsen burst at Greeting, I think, wouldn't he? Near the end.
Robbie, I think, maybe get a slight...
Andy's wee Mickey Robbie Rocky in his corner.
Robbie slight kind of... Aye. No, you could imagine Dale McInnes all held up.
That would be, you'd be tonguing him, wouldn't you?
He's a good looking guy. I think he's got the... I think he'd have the moves, Dale McInnes, aye.
Right, so you think Dale?
Can you use the staff, no? Big Jig.
Oh no,
So Big Jig
play against the
Kamala.
Kamala.
You wouldn't punch him, wouldn't you? You break your hand punching that head.
Your teeth, no, punching the teeth.
No, his head. You need to be without a head guard. You couldn't get one.
I don't think he could punch Big Lee.
Dale's assistants
Lee's too nice a boy. He's a big happy boy. He used to be about the house and all that. Because he's kicked about with Barry. Aye. Big Lee, aye, he's a lovely big guy, isn't he? A big Jamie guy.
Was he?
Aye.
What age was he when he'd come up?
They were always about the house, 15, 16 and all that. They're good pals.
Oh, was that right? I never knew.
So he's always just a big happy boy. Big happy. You know what he's like, don't you?
Andy said he's brilliant, Dundee United, Aberdeen.
I'm not even going to ask you who would win that.
Aye, right.
Managerial wise.
Aberdeen. Right. Dundee United.
That would be a
still
mauling,
going.
wouldn't it?
Oh my God.
That's getting stopped.
Right,
Jimmy
stop,
Goodwin,
right.
mate.
So say they
Aye.
done a boxing tournament for all the managers. Who do you think would win?
Martindale's cleaning out.
Oh, Davey Mandel.
Aye.
Do you ever see the fight? The boy, they squared up in the ring, and the bell goes, and he touches his gloves and just gets out of the ring because he was in the protest of the promoter. Everybody against me, Davey, wasn't it? Good fight, Davey.
I'm going against that. I think Jim Goodwin punches fuck out everybody, mate.
No, I don't know. Yeah, big Postecoglou. After his fry up and all that.
Would be unreal, wouldn't he?
Aye, heavyweight.
Jim Goodwin's a hard bastard.
So about the
The
weight straight in there.
advantage in it. Aye.
Terrible.
I mean, Jim,
straight away.
By the way, Big Malky.
I was saying.
But I bet you Big Malky could banjo someday.
That'd be him against Ange, that'd be the weight there. They two, wouldn't it?
I'd be a sumo wrestler, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You better hope Ange doesn't get manager a month again.
Imagine he just sat with me in a headlock the full fucking interview.
I had to interview him. That'd be worse, wouldn't it?
Right, who you going to?
I'm going to Aberdeen. I'm going to Aberdeen.
No, they're importantly Goodwin v Fox. Talk us through that.
Oh, guys, I think Jim's just too much fitness and mental strength as well. I think he just walks through them, won't he?
Nah, I think so.
I think that could be a first round as well.
That would be a first round.
I think Fox would just say, I'm not having this.
Goody would win on the face-off.
Aye.
Scary.
Livingston, Ross County.
Many would then.
What a fight that is, by the way. That's a dirty street fight, that.
Aye.
Martindale and...
See,
Martindale pips him right at the end.
And then farts in his face.
Take that, stupid. Right at the end, innit? Just lifts his leg up.
But I just think, I can see Martindale just like that with the big watch half and all that half. He doesn't want gloves and all that. That's a
I think
fish
the bell's
fight.
coming off me.
Aye, chasing Malky with the belt. Skip with me arse.
So on that, I'm going to go with David Martindale.
Ross County, Ross County need to be
Our
careful.
survey says.
I know. They got a lot of plaudits, but no, they need to be careful. That's an absolute doing at home, so that's going to hurt. There'll be a reaction, but I just think Livingston, it'll be tight, but I think Livingston will wedge up.
You want to ask Faddy as well? You're good at that, mate.
If you want,
Right.
right?
Ask him the managers as well.
Nah, the
Right,
man
Faddy,
is good,
That Rangers St Mirren one's good. I'll be interested to see who he thinks have done in a boxing match at later.
Oh,
I'll just go with it then.
That's
Rangers
a 12-rounder.
Rangers
It's a slow burner.
That's a 12-rounder. That's a kind
Not
of
punch each other at the end.
Aye, I think they're off it. I don't think they
St
need
Mirren
each
managers
other.
doing
I think they're dancing about, aren't they?
No.
Just tapping each other.
He's a happy bastard, Tim. St Mirren manager's doing
I
him.
think Gio's on the back foot and he wobbles in like that.
They're not really getting anywhere. You know what I mean? It's
I
like,
think he's just jabbing, moving. Footwork.
the corner men are going like, come on, he's a fight, man.
You're all boxing, man.
Who would you love to box in the media world?
In the media
In the
world,
Scottish media?
I'd love to see you and Jim Duffy.
No.
I've got too much respect for Jim Duffy.
Duff's
I've worked with
Duff's
You and Jim
hard.
Delahunt?
I know, I've heard he's hard. That's why I want to fight him.
Him and Jim
by
Delahunt?
the way,
Jim
Jim
Delahunt.
looked after me when I was up at Dundee in loan for Rangers. Stayed in Broughty Ferry.
Great guy.
Aye, so Jim was kind of put in charge of me, which wasn't couldn't have been pretty nice for him.
You and Tom English.
Tom English,
That'd be a good fight.
Aye, he's a big Tall, get the glasses off.
I haven't loved to see you in a boxing match.
I'm like,
You're thinking about it or not?
I'm going, nah.
Faddy and Michael Stewart would be good.
Faddy take him.
It'd be over quite quick.
But see that, you would just, sometimes if they're that size, you just give them a wee boot in the balls.
Mean Sunderland,
Boxing, boxing.
Aye, well, if it's not going your way, if it's not going your way, just go wallop.
You are steaming at the boxing matches. Just put in the balls.
Les Dennis, innit? Les Dennis v Sunderland, innit? V Sutherland.
But sometimes you've got to give a wee dirty.
That'd be a good one.
But sometimes it's got to be a wee dirty blow. Just to wind up, innit? A wee punch.
Still boxing.
It's all over the low balls, you
Aye, just to keep them on their toes. Aye.
I slap in a punch.
You'd be asking them to punch you.
What about, who do you think would be able to take Big Kev on?
Boydie.
Big Kev,
that'd be a good one.
Boydie,
Kev.
Why don't we put Kev out there against Kev's a man.
Think.
People like Kev once, didn't
Aye, Kevin Bilecki'd be a good one.
Nah.
But no,
contest.
that's a total mismatch.
I think Kevin Jig would be a great fight.
Aye, he's a wee bit of needle in there, I know. Jig would take him, I think.
How's your needle? What happened there?
Move it Rangers again.
I don't think Kev feels pain, mate.
No.
Nah, he's not.
Can't he be lying in the bed, innit? Him and Lynn in the bed.
Actually, I'd like to be in Kev's corner. I fancy Kev again.
Against Jig?
Oh,
You just said he's a nice guy.
Who,
You're
Jig?
going to be in his corner training
No,
to get...
Kev.
Why are you going against Jig?
Well, Barry's with Jig. Barry's with Jig.
He came up.
Barry's with Jig.
Who would want to punch Jig?
Barry's next.
Who would want to punch Jig? He's such a nice guy. You and Kevin Jig had one Kev's corner.
No, I'm trying to think about Big Kev against. I'm trying to think.
I've got fucking stuff to do.
Right, if I do Rangers sitting there in.
Rangers.
And who's winning the boxing match?
Gio on points.
Wow.
Is that a Dutch boxer?
I'm interested in this
Van
one.
Gerwen.
Hibs Motherwell. Hibs are doing
The
well.
fight, Hammy and the fight in Motherwell to win.
Wow, Motherwell.
Double whammy, aye.
There you go.
Double
Kelly
whammy
Hart's.
for wee Hammy. Kelly Hart's, I think that'll be a tough game again for coming back for European. I've been rubbish in picking my results. I'll go for a draw.
You need to ask him the one that's not been asked.
Aye. Who's not been asked? St John's and Celtic.
Celtic.
Aye.
You knew it was so easy. That Ange against Murray Davidson.
Murray, aye.
Callum Davidson.
That could be a mauling.
You didn't mean that, did you?
You need Murray Davidson in there with him as well, I think.
That could be a mauling, man.
Now you've asked me quickly.
Alright, sorry. I'm only asking you purely because I want to know who you would win the fight. Kelly v Hearts.
I think Kelly both.
Right.
I fancy Kelly both.
Right. Hibs v Motherwell.
Fancy Hibs. I fancy Ham.
Aye, you fancy Hibs?
I fancy Hibs. Aye. They've got real good firepower up there.
Okay. Right, Rangers v St Mirren.
Rangers. St Mirren have been doing really well. And by the way, games like this can suit St Mirren, by the way, on the counter. They've been very, very good at that. Sitting in and hitting the break. Is the boy suspended though?
Who?
Their striker?
Don't think so.
No.
Who? Main or Youngo?
Aye.
Oyongo?
Is he suspended?
If they've no chance in, he's not playing. He's great in the counter attack with him.
Sent off last week to be suspended, wasn't
He'll be out. He'll be out.
What a save, by the way, did you see it?
Unbelievable.
What game was that?
The last game, he gets sent half save.
Boy had a shot.
He did a
What a save. Trevor Carson's right behind him.
They'll miss him.
He's got it covered.
Rangers comfortable there.
And then boxing match.
I think the wee man, to be St Mirren manager. I think he does it.
Terrier.
Just a bit boring fight.
So angry, wasn't he?
Lastly, Livy, your man Davy against Ross County.
Watch what you say here.
I know. I think Livingston win it, but Martindale, I think the big man takes Martindale.
I think he does.
He's too strong for him, isn't he? But Martindale would turn it down.
Why? It's not us. You had your chance to ask that. We're not
I agree
backing
with
you up,
that
mate.
assessment.
It's good assessment.
I think Martindale would go dirty.
But you think he'd take Big Malky?
No, I'd go with Martindale. I think he would I'd fight dirty.
You'd change it up a wee bit.
We're not talking about a boxing match here.
It's boxing though.
I'd beat
Boxing.
But then he's disqualified in
No low
Malky
blows and that. Just a straight up fight. Boxing match.
Boxing match, I think Mackay takes him.
I'm not so sure.
Big Malky's got a bit.
Pay good money to watch
You're
that,
just thinking
wouldn't
about the stats. I've got to I think Martindale.
No, but I think Malky's got a bit about him as well now.
Aye, but I think Martindale's got.
No, I know that, but
Right, I'm about to chase up my money.
Right.